What's up, guys? This is Bolt Struck with Duck, and if Justin Herbert keeps playing like this, give him NFL MVP, World Series MVP, whatever he wants right now. So we're talking about the Chargers versus Saints game that just happened yesterday as of recording this morning. And wow, I don't know about you guys, but did that final score not feel like it represented the game, right? Like I feel like I looked up towards the end of that fourth quarter, saw the score, and I was like, this is not the close game I watched with my eyes. That's just the Justin Herbert takeover, right? I feel like such a cool, description of Herbert's playing career so far. So there was that drive where Will Dissly dropped what should have been an easy touchdown, right? If it was any other normal pass catching tight end. Herbert gets immediately sacked and hit hard the next play, and they have to punt. Story of his career. And then Herbert, I think it was the next drive or soon after, just had that dog run, right? Where he took off, did not want to go out of bounds, took on Tyrann Mathieu, fired up the team. He's like, I'll do it myself. He's like, right, Herbert cares. He's a dog. And, speaking of which, there's that dirty play on Justin Herbert, and shout out Bradley Bozeman. He went right in, and just Bradley Bozeman, for as poor as he's played for a lot of this season, get to cut him some slack now. That was great. And it's just one of those bummers in the NFL where it's like, I get how they have to call that offsetting penalties. Part of me is like, I feel like the refs should turn a blind eye, be like, sorry, I didn't see the second half, right? Kind of, because they typically do the opposite. They get the second guy, not the first guy. And instances like this where you're standing up for a player, especially after such a dirty play, I feel like you got to turn a blind eye, but I get it, And especially, thank God we converted on that next play, ended up making it not hurt us. But really cool of Bradley Bozeman. I think Herbert fired up the team, and the players just seem to rally around Herbert. There was that play last year, dirty hit from Jerry Tillery on the Raiders. Team got fired up. People love Herbert. I love Herbert. Everybody should love Herbert, but non-Chargers fans do not for some reason. Speaking of Herbert's play, the last 2 weeks he's been playing like an MVP, especially considering who he's throwing to. Again, someone like Will Dissly, who would be, no offense to him, but probably a backup run-blocking tight end on any offense with competent skill player talent. Again, no offense to him. He's been good for what he's supposed to be. I saw someone tweet like, he's the definition of accidentally became important at my job and it's ruining my life. So you can't blame him necessarily that much. But offensive weapon that is stepping up, Lad McConkey's been awesome. It's like, when's the last time on the Chargers you've seen a receiver get that kind of yak, that kind of yards after catch? It does not happen to Herbert. It happens to every other quarterback who gets carried by yak. It was like the first time in years I've seen that happen to a Chargers quarterback. He was awesome. For such a small guy, he plays huge, right? It's like the opposite of the complaints of Quentin Johnston last year, who, by the way, has been good this year. So I'm not hating on Quentin Johnston, but where Quentin Johnston was a big guy, played small, Lad is going up for the ball. He's getting these tough catches. He's breaking tackles. He's awesome. I'm excited for him for the future. He's our next Keenan Allen. Hopefully, can never replace Keenan, but he plays a lot like him, which is fun. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Like, if Herbert keeps this up, do you guys think he has a shot at MVP? Do you think the MVP voters would take into account the offensive talent around him or that lack thereof? Still think we got to trade for a wide receiver. Obviously, if we did that, I think Herbert's MVP chances go way up. Hopefully get DJ Chark, Quentin Johnston, one or both of them back next week against a hot Browns team with Jameis Winston. But awesome win. Defense was good as always. Didn't play the best team, especially considering their Saints defense isn't great. Derek Carr is out. They've now lost 6 in a row. but I will take that second half performance from Justin Herbert. Greg Roman's passing the ball a lot more. Clearly, it's worked the last 2 games offensively, and let's just keep doing it. And then into the Browns. But again, let me know in the comments down below, does Herbert have a shot at MVP? And make sure to like the video, subscribe for more Chargers content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.